attack bid has now been averted by our forces because our forces have recovered an IED, a pressure cooker IED from Reasi. A major IED blast has been averted by our forces. It's the timely action by them that has averted a major attack in Reasi. In fact, during the search operations, a pressure cooker IED was also recovered by our security forces. The IED found in Mahore area of Reasi by 58 Rashtriya Rifles of Indian Army is 1.5 kilograms high-powered explosive, and it was kept inside the pressure cooker to carry out the blast. But our vigil forces and their timely action has averted a major attack. That's the big breaking news that we are tracking. Gursimran is live with us from the spot. Gursimran, tell us about this particular terror attack bid and how our forces managed to avert it.
See, this was a major tragedy that has been averted by the Indian Army. Based on some specific intelligence input, the 58 Rashtriya Rifles of the Indian Army that has been deployed in the Mahore area of Reasi, they launched an operation in the upper reaches of Angrala along with the Jammu and Kashmir police. And during the search operation, they found a pressure cooker that was kept in the forested area of Angrala. That wasn't having the trigger mechanism as well as the high-powered explosive. It was kept there probably to carry out an IED attack in the upper reaches, because in the upper reaches of Reasi, that were earlier known as the traditional route of infiltration of the terrorists, there lies a possibility of the terror hideout, and the security forces have been carrying out the regular combing operations in this area. So it seems that it was to target the security forces in that area, or probably the civilian population that resides in the upper reaches of the Angrala. But due to the timely alertness of the 58 Rashtriya Rifles of the Indian Army, this threat has been averted, and this IED was recovered by the Indian Army, which has later been detonated by the troops of the Indian Army along with the Jammu and Kashmir police in a joint operation. It's pertinent to mention that this is a second major recovery that has been done by the 58 Rashtriya Rifles of the Indian Army in the Mahore area. Earlier, it was an AK series rifle, 2 pistol magazines, along with the Chinese grenades that were recovered from that very area, and that were kept under a rucksack bag by the terrorists. So this shows that there is a presence of the terrorists in the upper reaches of the Reasi, but due to the timely action by the security forces, those threats have been averted by the forces, and now an 1.5 kilogram high explosive IED, pressure cooker IED with the trigger mechanism that was there, has been recovered and detonated by the Indian Army.
Right, Gursimran, just yesterday, the forces suspected terror movement along the line of control in Jammu, and they opened fire as well. And the winter that has now blanketed the entire nation is probably what is finding very suitable for terrorists to infiltrate and also carry out these attacks. So, amidst these conditions, how has the security been heightened, Gursimran, along the border?
See, if it comes to the security preparations in Jammu and Kashmir, the security is maintaining the highest level of alertness, be it the international border by the BSF or the line of control by the Indian Army. Reason being that there are credible inputs. Even during the Union Home Secretary meeting that was held on the 30th of December in Srinagar, it was conveyed to the top brass and by the top brass of the Jammu and Kashmir police as well as the other intelligence agencies that there lies a probability, because the terrorists that have entered the Indian territory, they're still active in the area. These terrorists, the Pakistani commandos, which are believed to be SSG commandos, they are here inside the Indian territory. So there lies every probability that they will try to disrupt the peace. They will try to make the winters hot for Jammu and Kashmir, but the security forces are maintaining the highest level of alertness, and that we have seen on 31st and 1st of night when the border security force opened the fire at the suspected movement that was noticed in the Araspura sector of the Jammu, which shows that the troops that are deployed on the ground, they are well aware of the fact that there will be attempts that will be made, but they have to thwart all those attempts.
Right, Gursimran, thank you for those inputs. With that,